The main questions today are the same as when this was going through the process of being passed and then signed into law. How much will homeowners save, and what's the impact to local governments? Governor Mike Braun signed this campaign promise into law, even though the tax relief is not what he originally wanted. Homeowners will get a 10% credit on their taxes, capping out at $300, after every other credit you can get is applied. While Republicans say this will mean 2/3 of all Indiana homeowners will see a lower tax bill next year, independent analysis shows most homeowners will see a very modest cut, if any. The analysis shows the biggest winners might be businesses. Personal property taxes are being eliminated for smaller businesses with no more than $1 million worth of business equipment, and with that amount doubling to 2027 and beyond. Here's the other side of the story. While some counties and cities might consider raising local income taxes to try to make up for lost revenue, this law also lowers the maximum tax rate those governments can charge through their local income tax. Counties, cities, and townships acknowledge, though these are not true funding cuts, they're only cuts to the rate of growth. Portage Township trustee Jason Critchlow oversees the 6th largest township in the state. He says the problem is the costs of services is way outpacing these dollars.
I can show you in the budget here that what we spend on resources for regular people has gone up every year, and it could go up every year because times are getting tougher.
For example, Critchlow says one of the township's largest spending categories is poor relief, helping struggling families with emergency expenses. Last year, those costs had a 10% increase. The property tax cut impact over 3 years for Portage Township will net a 1% increase in tax revenues, with an actual funding cut from years 2 to 3. In South Bend, Mayor James Mueller says the city is looking at an actual net loss in property tax revenue over the 3 years. By 2028, South Bend will get an estimated $780,000 less than what it got this year.
It's year 3 and beyond, and they didn't even score after year 3 before they passed the bill. So most of the consequential impacts will come in years 3 and beyond.
Now, St. Joseph County fares a little better than most, with a net increase of roughly $4.5 million over these 3 years. The county and all the governing units, though, have a unique hurdle to clear. It's the 55-plus property tax caps. The homeowners who signed up will not see more than a 2% boost in their property tax bills this year and for the following 2 years, regardless of income. That's costing the county as a whole over $2.5 million just this year. And that's with only 14% of the eligible homes signed up so far. The other 86% can still sign up through open enrollment period for the next couple of years. County Commissioner Raphael Morton says that makes the county's ability to plan a budget even trickier. He's especially concerned about the growing arms race in police and prosecutor salaries, the largest portion of the county budget.
When we formulate the budget, there are so many outside factors and uncontrollables as far as what our contiguous counties, our surrounding counties, if you will, what they're paying their deputy prosecutors, what they're paying their health department, their nurses.
Governor Braun acknowledges a significant factor of rising tax bills is skyrocketing property tax assessments. Bill co-author, Granger Republican State Senator Linda Rogers says a push to put an assessment cap into this bill would have been unconstitutional, so bill supporters took another route. The flat-rate homestead tax credit will phase out over the next 6 years, and instead, you'll get a credit of 66% of your assessed value.
Did we get it 100% right? Probably not. Great thing is, I always hear up here, we come back every year. We'll probably have to retool it. But we are trying to give homesteads some relief.
The critics of what passed for property tax relief this year say education is going to take the biggest hit. We will look into that with Operation Education next half hour. Bob Montgomery, WSBT 22 News. Thanks for watching. Here's another story you may like, and subscribe to the WSBT 22 YouTube channel.